Hello everyone, welcome to SFI's Tuesday Tip of the Week. Today we're going to talk about holsters, why a good one is important, and what makes a good holster. Let's get to it. So what makes a good holster? A good holster must be comfortable, something that you can wear all day, because if it's not comfortable, you won't wear it. A good holster must protect the shooter against negligent discharge by protecting the trigger guard and the trigger when the holster or when the gun is inserted into the holster. A good holster must be concealable. A good holster will conceal the weapon using many industry techniques that will pull the butt of the weapon into your body, pull the grip of the weapon into your body so that it is concealed and covered and you don't print. A good holster must assist with weapon retention. So when that when that gun is inserted into your holster and on your belt, good manufacturing must take place so that the holster cannot be broken or torn away from the belt. A good holster is, when made properly, will assist in helping you keep that weapon retained. Now, if you haven't taken a good weapon retention class, make sure you do so, because a holster alone will not allow you to protect yourself against someone trying to take that weapon from you. A good holster must provide quick and easy access to the weapon, allowing the shooter to obtain a full grip when the holster is, when the gun is in the holster. And that kind of looks like this. So when you see this weapon is inserted into the holster, you must be able to obtain that full grip while it is in the holster and on your belt. So last and not least, always remember, comfort and concealability are the most desirable traits in a good holster. So what are holsters made out of? They're made out of many things. We have leather holsters, we have Kydex holsters, and we have nylon holsters. What are some of the most common holsters on the market today? They are outside the waistband holsters, which are OWB. They are inside the waistband holsters, which are IWB. We have Appendix, and for the ladies out there, we have Purse Carry, and we will talk about that. Outside the waistband holsters are probably the most common. There are many variants. They can be worn in the 3 o'clock position. So if your belt is 12 o'clock, then the 3 o'clock position would probably be right here, somewhere on the hip. And then there is the 4 o'clock, which is just a little further back. And they can also be canted forward. They can be canted straight up. And then there is the drop configuration, which this holster in my hand is already set up for. And that just allows the holster to sit a little lower on the belt to give you a better presentation of the weapon for competition and for duties such as police officers and security officers. Drop holsters also work well for the females. So if a female sometimes can be rather hippie and you put on a regular outside the waistband holster, it tends to tilt the butt or the grip of the weapon into a lady's rib cage. So by using a drop holster, it pulls it away and lowers it on the hip so you don't have that issue. Inside the waistband holsters are probably the next most common holster. They are worn on the belt like the outside of the waistband holster, except that the holster is inserted in between the body and the pants. They can be worn in some of the same positions, 3, 4 o'clock, but they can also be pushed even further back to the 5 o'clock position, which is almost partly behind the back. Appendix is one of the new up-and-coming holsters that everyone is transitioning to because of its fast draw. Is it's extremely concealable. It can be worn in the 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock position on the body, which is why they call it appendix, because that is right in front of the appendix area. It is much faster on the draw than the other two holsters that we spoke about previously, the outside the waistband and the inside the waistband. But one of the concerns about appendix carry is where the muzzle is pointing. And of course, that would be the groin and the femoral artery. People are concerned about accidental discharges. So I probably would not recommend a new shooter try appendix carry right off the bat. Make sure that they get used to trigger discipline and trigger finger discipline. Make sure that they're used to drawing so that there aren't any accidents. And then once you are good at those things, and then I think you could try appendix carry. So now we're going to talk about purse carry for the young ladies out there. Purse carry is not recommended, but we also know that women don't always have the clothes or wear the clothes necessary to facilitate carrying a weapon on their hip. They wear skirts, they wear slacks and things like that that won't support a heavy weapon on their hip. So let's talk about purse carry. First and foremost, if you're gonna purse carry, you have to have the proper mindset. And when we talk about mindset, that means when you are going from one place to the other, those transitional spaces, from work to the car garage, from your house to your car, from Walmart to your car, and things as such. You have to have the mindset to think about where you are and what could happen before it happens. Because when you purse carry, you don't have the time when that weapon, or if you were body carrying, you would have much more time and it would be more easily accessible to grab that weapon and defend yourself. But if you're carrying a purse, you have to put your hand in the purse. You have to unzip your purse. You have to do those types of things. So you have to have the proper mindset ahead of time. And by that, what that means is when you're coming out of Walmart and you're going from the door to your car, you would already unzip your purse and you would put your hand inside your purse on your weapon so that you are ready if something should happen. That mindset. Also, you want to make sure that you have a good strap on your purse and you put that strap across your neck so that if someone comes up and tries to snatch your purse, it's much harder for them to do because you want to protect that weapon. Going to work, going to dinner, you can't just take that purse and throw it on the back of your chair like you normally do, because now you have a weapon in it. So you have to protect that. So there are many manufacturers that make purses designed specifically for carrying a weapon inside your purse. They create pockets on the outside with zippers and holsters so that you can insert that weapon into the purse and it is protected from everything else that is in your purse. You never, ever, ever want to take today's design weapons that don't have safeties, where your finger is the safety, and throw it into a purse that has your keys and lipstick and everything else, because one of those things could engage the trigger and the weapon could go off. So make sure that you do the research, check out those manufacturers, and I will have some in the description below that design purses for weapon carried in a purse. So in closing, there are many, many, many different types of holsters and variants made by all types of different materials. But in my opinion, these that I talked about today were the most common. If you're interested in training with me, please visit my website, smartfirearmsinstruction.com. That's smart with 2 T's. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe. Double tap on the bell if you want all notifications from me. Give us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs down, leave a comment. Thank you for supporting my channel, and we'll see you real soon.